Many of the rivers and creeks surrounding Sheridan, Wyoming have native brown, cutthroat, and rainbow trout. Today, I'm stringing up a 6-weight rod with a weight-forward floating 6-weight line. The mice we are using are a custom pattern tied by Brett Smith from Sheridan. Brett is known as the developer of the Palomino midge, and his hantavirus mouse has proven deadly for trout in Wyoming and beyond. Peter, October in Sheridan County, Wyoming, and you asked me to tie on a mouse? That's craziness.
Well, not here. You know, in our area, we like to fish mice quite often.
Yeah, not just at night?
Not just at night. No, we don't need a full moon. Absolutely not. We throw them during the day.
Yep.
We debarb them, and
Yep.
it's a local pattern tied by a guy named Brett Smith.
Yep.
We call him Sydney. So this is his pattern. He calls the hantavirus, but we call it Sydney the mouse. He's kind of a mascot for our fly shop.
So how do you want me to fish this?
A couple different ways. You can dead drift it, you can swing it, or you can slow strip it back. Whatever you do, a little bit of pop's good.
Yeah.
Give it some lifelike movement,
All right.
and see if we can hoax a big brown to come up and eat it.
All right, man, show me.
All right. So this time of year, the water temp's like, I'll take a temp real quick. Normally I do for safety points. Like with fish in the summer, we're fishing a lot of hoppers and dry flies, but we don't fish. Our company policy is anything above 65 degrees, we stop fishing.
Right.
If it means we give a refund, we give a refund. But this time of year, I take temperatures to see how lethargic the fish are gonna be.
Yep.
And so if I get any temps that are in the high 30s, you can't move your flies too fast. But this time of year, we're gonna be like low 40s, I guess. We'll be able to trick a few fish to come up to mice. Yeah, see, we're at like 41 degrees, 42 degrees. It's like perfect for mouse fishing. You fish them upstream, straight across, downstream. Any way you can do it to access a place where you think the fish are sitting. Get it in that slack water.
Fish. Nice.
That was a cutty maybe, kind of a light colored brown or a cutthroat.
Warm up spot, huh?
Well, I got a scuba diver that hides in that hole.
Brown trout.
Little brown.
Nice. In October.
Something like that, little brown.
That's fantastic. Good start. Brown trout are most comfortable in the 15 degrees Celsius or 59 degree Fahrenheit temperature range. This is when they feed readily and are willing to move around in a pool or run. When temperatures get as warm as 65 degrees Fahrenheit, angling a fish may cause them harm. Important to note that as temperatures rise, the fish will be at more risk of post-release mortality. Conversely, as the temperatures drop into the low to mid-30s, trout metabolism slows down drastically, and they may not be willing to expend the energy to chase a meal. When the water gets cold, a general rule of thumb is to slow things down. Big time. But the water is in the low 40s, and today, it's perfect for mousing.
Nice fish.
All right. Who would have thought, man? Brown trout on a mouse in October. That's fantastic.
Pretty awesome, right?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And it's funny because it's an immediate reaction, right? The
Right
water's
off the bat.
41 degrees.
Yeah.
They're not lethargic yet.
No.
And as soon as that fly hit, it was on.
Maybe we'll get into a big bruiser today. That's a good fish.
Yeah, it is. Look at that. Oh
Mouse
my
eater.
gosh. All right, let's take a look. For my first Sheridan brown trout here in Wyoming, man, that's a beautiful, beautiful fish. Look at that.
All wild.
All wild and angry hungry.
It's pretty cool.
Sweet fish, man. Thanks, buddy. Gone.
Dude.
On that mouse.
Hey.
What a fantastic fish. Thanks, man.
We have 3 big tailwaters close by, and then the freestones we have access to are, I mean, without even giving names, there's tons of freestones we can fish with all wild trout populations. And it's amazing. It's some of the best dry fly fishing you can get during certain times of the year, and some of the best streamer fishing you can get certain times of the year. And that's just within our area. There's other parts of the states that are probably just as good, but Sheridan's pretty special.
With so many opportunities to find fishable water in the Sheridan, Wyoming area, it pays to cut the guessing and hire a guide. Not only a local expert on the water, but one that can teach you about fishing in their own backyard, their own way.
I'd start at the top and I'd work down. I usually don't start at the bottom with a mouse. Usually at the top, I get a nice downstream end and then I dance it all the way through the run. If you rush into water too quickly, I feel like you spook the fish, you let them know you're coming. Yeah. So I like to sneak up, come from the side.
So these fish are not 2 liter shy then?
They're not 2 liter shy, no. And with a mouse, you know, we're disturbing the water pretty good with a big rodent on top.
Like, how spooky are these fish? Am I ruining this?
No, that's why I like to stay back like you're doing and you're casting out in front of you a ways. Even farther is fine. But they're spooky. I mean, the water's clear. Any kind of stomping of your feet, these things are gone.
When fishing late season mice, presentation is key to incite a strike. These fish are not leader shy, and your job is to cover the water effectively.
Fishing a mouse, you've got a couple of different options for retrieval of said mouse. And I'm gonna go through the 3 that I'm using today. When I'm fishing upstream, what I like to do is cast at least 45 degrees up, put a bow or a downstream mend in the line, and then jiggle the tip of the rod to give that fly a skittering dancing motion. That's the first way. The second way is if I'm fishing upstream again, what I'll do is I'll let it dead drift all the way down till it gets 90 degrees or perpendicular to me, and then I'll do the same. I'll get that fly moving. Oftentimes the dead stick of the mouse not doing anything, coming back to life is enough to get these brown trout going. Now the third way I'm doing it is just like swinging for Atlantic salmon or brook trout, where with a high rod tip, you create a wake such that that mouse skitters across, creating a V behind it that drives brown trout crazy.
I'll throw a streamer in there in a sec when you're...
Oh, got him.
Oh, buddy. Yeah, atta baby.
You called it, man. You said there was a fish in this pool. Now, we've got Barbless. Look how he drops his nose and digs in.
Look, that's a beautiful buttery brown,
Man,
too, man.
oh, man. Oh, what a take. This water is so clear. Oh, what a fish. You could see that fish come up and roll on it. Absolutely amazing. On a mouse, can't beat it. Look at this. Oh my gosh.
Beautiful brown.
What a fantastic brown trout.
Rodent eater.
Rodent eater. Now, one of the great things about fishing in October in Wyoming is that, you know, if your hands are wet and you handle these fish, you're not doing them any harm. As long as you're keeping their gills in the water, we can unbutton this guy, and I want to show you something really neat. Here's the good side of this beautiful brown trout. Now, this guy has had a life of adversity, because if you look on his left side, he's blind. I mean, it shows the tenacity and how strong brown trout can be for this guy to get this big with only one eye. Just incredible. All right, buddy, you know what? We're gonna let you go. I'll pull you into some deeper water here. Let you go and you can feed up for the winter time. All right, buddy, thank you so much. What a fantastic fish. Swims way back to the deep. Unbelievable. Absolutely perfect.
Coming up, the snow starts to fall and we hit the mountains. As the day comes to an end, the snow gets heavier and we decide to fish a bit back toward the vehicles.
I generally am not a proponent of fishing back down.
Yeah, it
right?
works great.
But you know what? We didn't catch anything out of here on the way up. So why not give it a shot? And anytime you can catch a brown trout on a mouse,
Yeah.
take it. Let me see if I can get him up here. You know, Peter, we were talking earlier today that, you know, it's a lot of people think that when you go to an exotic destination of any kind, whether it's Wyoming or Mexico, right? It's all about the size of the fish. Well, it's not. Many times it's about the technique that you use to take and release this fish. I've said it many times, we're in October here. It's snowing, it's 32 degrees, and we're taking fantastic brown trout on mice flies. You can't beat that anywhere in the world. It's not about the size, it's about the play. It's about getting out, just pops out, and dancing with wonders just like this. So don't focus on the size of the fish, focus on the experience, focus on the method of catching these fish and letting them go. Brown trout on a mouse pattern? I would have never thought.
This video is made possible by Fish USA, America's fly shop. Visit us today at fishusa.com.